Welcome to Math with Ms. Barton. Let's do some area and perimeter problem practice. Today we're going to switch from the world of here's a square or a rectangle with these numbers, tell me the area and the perimeter, into the world of real life situations, guys. Okay, our learning target is I can determine the area and perimeter of quadrilaterals. Quadrilaterals is a fancy word for four-sided shapes, squares and rectangles. I will know that you have learned this when you draw and label each shape with the appropriate unit of measurement and show your calculations when you solve for the area and perimeter of the shape in a real-world situation. Okay, our first problem, and you might see this one in your practice because I'm just pulling these off of the Common Core worksheet site. So our first problem that I'm going to do today is Lana was cutting out some fabric for a friend. She cut a piece that was 10 centimeters wide and 7 centimeters long. So I'm going to draw. Remember, I draw my pictures, and it doesn't have to be an exact shape, kind of whatever. So it's going to be 7 centimeters one way and 10 centimeters the other way. Cut out a piece of fabric, 7 centimeters by 10 centimeters. The question says, now that I've got my picture, I will read the rest of the question. The question says, what is the perimeter of the fabric that she cut out? We want to know the perimeter. So if you look at this problem and you say 7 times 10 is 70, you're wrong. You've got to slow down and think. When I do perimeter, I do not multiply. When I do perimeter, I have to add all four sides. Here's my problem though. I know this side is 7, this side is 10. I have to figure out what this side is and what this side is. Well, if I have 7 centimeters right here, I'm going to have 7 centimeters right here. If I have 10 centimeters here, it's going to be 10 centimeters there. So let's fill that in. 7 centimeters and 10 centimeters. Now, for perimeter, we add them up. The way I like to add them, it makes it easy for my brain, is 10 plus 10 and 7 plus 7. 10 plus 10 is 20. 7 plus 7 is 14. Then add those. 20 plus 14 is 34. So my perimeter is 34 centimeters. Just centimeters, no squared. If you notice, I did not put a little 2 here. I would only do that if it was asking for the area, which it is not. So then, when I go to my worksheet site to check my answers, I'm going to type in 34 centimeters, submit my answer, and say, woohoo, we are mathematician rock stars. And with that, we delete it all and we go on to our next problem. Okay, this one, I'm going to have you pause the video and solve something and then come back and see if you solved it correctly. Just like we do in class. In class, we do it on whiteboards. We wait till everybody's done. Put your whiteboards up and check your answers. Here, you are in charge of the pause button. Make sure you're following those directions. Okay, our problem we're going to do now is about a bathroom floor. Maybe we need a new rug on our bathroom floor. Maybe we're going to put new flooring down. Either way, we need to know the size of our bathroom floor. This bathroom floor has a length of 2 feet. Okay, so we're going to draw our bathroom floor. And we're going to say that this side is 2 feet. That's how long it is. And it has an area of 8 feet squared. What is the width of the bathroom? What? They did not tell me how wide it was. I have to figure it out. When I do area, I know that I take the top number and side number and multiply them. And that would give me this 8 feet squared. So if I have 2 multiplied by something to get 8, what is going to go there? Pause the video. Make sure you've got this whole thing drawn out and you have solved for what goes right here. Then you may come back and see if you got it correct. Okay, welcome back. You should know from your multiplication facts that 2 times 4 equals 8. If you can't remember a multiplication fact, you can work backwards. You can say, well, I know I'm going to have 2 here, and I need to have 8 squares all together, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, so I have 4 there. 2 times 4 is 8 feet squared. So that's 2 ways you can solve it. You can solve it just by knowing your multiplication facts, or you can solve it by drawing it out and filling it in there. Okay, we're going to do one more problem together, and then we're going to let you go to work. After I find my phone and turn it off. Okay, let me pull up this next one. Sorry, I got a bit distracted, which isn't nice to do when I'm making a video. Next problem. We're going to talk about a piece of plywood. Maybe you're like me and you just want to paint something to hang on your wall because you're stuck home in quarantine and you're a little bored. So we have a piece of plywood, and we're just going to draw it. And we're going to say that it has a total area of 8 feet. And it has a width, so how wide it is, of 2 feet. Area is 8 feet squared, width is 2 feet. What is the length of this plywood? Okay, draw that. When you pause the video, you're going to draw this out, solve for the number that goes right there. You should recognize it. Come back after you've finished. Okay, thanks for pausing your video and coming back. I should have skipped ahead a little bit because this is the exact same answers we had that last time. We had 2 times something gave us 8 feet squared. We know our multiplication facts to count by 2's to 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 4 times. Our answer would be 4 feet long. Okay, guys. If you need a review, you may come back and watch this video more. If you would like to work a perimeter problem with me, stay here, work a perimeter problem, and then go do your practice. Because our next problem is all about perimeter. The woods behind Victor's house were 9 miles wide and 9 miles long. 9 miles by 9 miles. I'm going to do MI for miles because M usually just means meters. Okay, 9 miles wide, 9 miles long. We've got our picture drawn. When I read on in the question, I see it says, what is the perimeter of the woods? Now, when we do perimeter, we're not multiplying anything. We need to know the length of all 4 sides. So, if this side is 9 miles, this side's going to be 9 miles. If the top is 9 miles, the bottom's going to be 9 miles. So, I'm going to add all of those up. 9 plus 9, 9 plus 9 equals 18. 8 plus 8 is 16. Regroup the 1. 1, 2, 3, 36. 36 what? 36 miles. Especially when you are doing a problem that is talking about the perimeter, you have to make sure you label all 4 sides. Okay, guys, I got faith in you. Go ahead, do your practice on Common Core sheets. You can practice more on Prodigy. Have some fun with this. Tomorrow, we're going to review and take a test. Love ya. Bye.